Good morning. I'm Simon Herbertson, School Business Manager for the School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology. I'd like to warmly, no pun intended, welcome you all to this University of Salford graduation ceremony. I'd like to thank Honeybee Jazz for their performance, which has got our ceremony off to such a great start. Could I ask you to join me in showing your appreciation for our amazing alumni musicians? As you saw in the video, your connection with the university doesn't end here. It's only the beginning. Today, you join a powerful global alumni community of over 200,000 Salford graduates who are making their mark worldwide. Our alumni are shaping industries, innovating in science, creating in the arts, and leading change in politics, education, healthcare, and public service. We're excited to stay connected with you, celebrating your milestones and sharing opportunities that keep you linked to the Salford community. As you cross the stage today, we'll capture this special moment for you. In the next few days, you'll receive a link via email to download your clip, a token of our ongoing connection and a reminder of the incredible journey you're embarking on as a Salford graduate. Before the ceremony starts, I'd like to give you some pointers for your moment crossing the stage. Graduations are a time to celebrate not only your own individual achievements, but also to celebrate your peers. When it's your time, my colleagues in the theatre in blue gowns will guide you to line up. You don't need your hats, we'll come back to those later, and you don't need your phones, so you can leave them on your seat with anything else you have with you. As your name is called, you'll cross the stage and nod to the presiding officer. They'll be standing in front of the big chair. You will then continue across the stage and receive your graduation scroll, exit the stage and return to your seat. Enjoy your moment. Guests, could I ask that you remain seated throughout the ceremony as a courtesy to other guests so they don't have their view of their graduate blocked or disturbed? At the end of the ceremony, graduates will leave first, so please do wait until they've made their way out before leaving. Please, can all graduates and guests stay until the end of the ceremony? We need the last cheer to be as loud as the first. Finally, could I ask if you can ensure that your mobile phones are switched to silent for the duration of proceedings? The ceremony will now begin. For those of you who are able, please stand for the entrance of the academic procession.
I declare this ceremony open to present the awards of the University of Salford. Please be seated.
Graduands and distinguished guests, I am honoured to introduce our presiding officer for this ceremony, Pro Vice-Chancellor Partnerships and Global Engagement, Joe Purvis.
Well, lovely to see you all here today. Contrary to what you may hear in the media, this is the hottest ticket in town today. I'm not going to make any or too many references, but for us, today you are all rock and roll stars. And that's it. So, distinguished guests and graduands, as Pro Vice-Chancellor at the University of Salford, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this graduation ceremony, a real celebration of your achievements and the awards you're going to receive. We're here today to congratulate you all as our next generation of graduates, to wish you well and tell you how proud we are of you as you embark on the next phase of your life. And I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to your family, friends and supporters. Whether you've come from just down the road or have travelled long distances to be here, you are all very welcome indeed. In life, while there are always challenges to face and overcome, there are also exciting and sometimes unexpected opportunities. And the passion, creativity, drive and determination you have shown on your journey to date are all qualities that are going to serve you well in the future. And alongside the knowledge that you've gained in your studies, I hope during this time at university you've met interesting people and had experiences that have shaped your views on the world and learnt something about yourself and others. And amongst all of the lectures, studios, assignments, performances and exams, I hope that you've all managed to have fun along the way and really enjoyed your time with us. You've absorbed and been tested on a lot of subject knowledge while you've been here. But out there in the world of work, there are other more abstract things that come into play, and your knowledge is only going to be one component of a successful and fulfilling career. And it's okay to take some time to work out what you really want to do and what you enjoy doing. The first few years after I graduated, many years ago, you're supposed to, I had quite a few jobs in quite a short period of time while I worked out where I fitted. One of those jobs was working for a video production company that supported PR campaigns. And I had to write press releases about whatever the PR companies were promoting, then phone up all the TV stations in Europe to try and persuade them that it was a newsworthy subject and they should include it in their news bulletins. But my definite low point was the time that I had to try to get news editors to talk about a new lawnmower widget that someone had produced, which apparently would revolutionise how you mowed your lawn. So to talk to the head of a news channel in amongst politics, famine, wars, all of the things that normally go on a news programme, and try to persuade them that they really should use this piece of video about a lawnmower was really hard, and you can imagine it wasn't exactly newsworthy, and I had quite a few phones put down on me. But on the plus side, in that job, we also worked for some of the Hollywood PR companies, and I did get to attend a fair few film premieres. But what the role taught me was that while I liked my colleagues and the work environment, I really needed to believe in what I was selling and what I was doing, and that I always had a niggling feeling that I should be working in the public sector, doing something that wasn't all about the bottom line and the shareholders. So not long after that, I started working at a university, and although I've changed roles and locations a few times since then, here I still am working at a university. And for me, it has been a wonderful career because it met my basic conviction that I wanted to be doing something that gave back, and education certainly meets that criteria. So don't stay in a job you hate. It isn't worth it. Sometimes it might be the work itself, like it was for me. Sometimes it might be the people and the culture that you find yourselves in, and that's all right too. Different places have different cultures and atmospheres, and sometimes it might not suit you, like being parachuted into a friendship group where you have nothing in common. Most times you might find your place in the group quite quickly, and often that might be a way of how you normally interact in your social life, whether you're the chatty one or the quiet, thoughtful one or the problem solver. And if you know where your position is in particular groups, that might help you work out where you fit particularly well in your work life. But if it feels uncomfortable, don't let it get you down, and don't be afraid to change it by either tackling it head on or moving on. You have the power to make your career and work life a fulfilling component and counterpoint to your home and social life. And that's what I wish for each and every one of you. Because from where I'm standing, I'm so grateful that I've had the career I've had, because I get to see you all come across this stage at this point in the year, and that makes everything that we do during the year absolutely worthwhile. So while you've been studying at the School for Arts, Media and Creative Technologies, you've been a huge part of the success of that school. And the achievements from this school's student body and its staff over the last year has been nothing short of outstanding. So take BA Television and Radio Production student Matt Hallsworth, who, after being named the youngest of 27 presenters at BBC Radio 1 for their Christmas takeover slots, made history as the first ever Salford student to sign a presenting contract with one of the nation's biggest radio stations. Matt, who also picked up numerous awards this year, presented a run of shows for BBC Radio 1 anthems this April and has a very bright future ahead. The school continued its first-rate reputation as a bona fide award winner, as students picked up 7 of the 10 awards on offer at the Royal Television Society North West Student Awards, marking a third successive year of unparalleled success for our students at this prestigious event, after big wins both in 2024 and 2023. And the student successes continued as BA Creative Music Technology student Jacob Lahera played a small role in recording audio for Netflix hit series Adolescence. His role came through working at Manchester's 80 Hertz Studios, and in the last year, Jacob also conducted a spatial audio recording of a Take That concert and engineered multiple recordings of podcasts for BBC Sounds. Last November, BA Broadcast Journalism student Max Hayes made his on-air television presenting debut for BBC East Midlands Today, and 2024 alumnus Oliver Nobbs was the recipient of the Royal Air Force Museum Academic Award for his fascinating thesis about the V-Force, the RAF's strategic nuclear strike force during the 1950s and 60s. We were also delighted to see our pre-professional industry-leading dance company, Emergence, named a winner at this year's Educate North Awards. The company, which is comprised of students on our MA Dance Performance and Professional Practices course, was highly commended at the ceremony in Manchester in March. And it's not just our students delivering extraordinary work. The school is home to academics whose expertise is valued on the international stage, and last November, a team from our fashion design cohort partnered with the prestigious China Academy of Art in Liangzhou to guide students through a workshop where they were just given white paper and tape to design and create their own garments. This preceded a team of students from the course organising a runway fashion show with the Zhejiang Fashion Institute of Technology that was live-streamed to 80,000 people. This academic year has seen a plethora of our academics publish new groundbreaking research, from uncovering how terrorist informers were used by British intelligence during the Troubles in Northern Ireland, to investigating the role of journalists in ensuring open justice in our courts, to exploring the rise of female comedy authors on UK television screens. Our research continues to be embraced and applauded by the academic community. Our staff continue to be pioneers of innovation, and in addition to launching the first ever diploma for students wanting to train in motion capture technology, our staff collaborated with digital artists to unveil groundbreaking demonstrations for the 2024 Beyond Conference last November, which allowed visitors to enter an imaginary Mars landscape and experience an AI-focused sound and light performance here at our Media City campus. These achievements are about what we all achieve together as a university community, and I hope that you will be proud of your university and feel a real sense of belonging as you move from being a student to a graduate. Graduating is a fantastic achievement. I know you've worked incredibly hard to get here. And while today is all about you, I would like to invite you, graduands, to express your thanks to your family, friends, and supporters who've been crucial in helping to get to this stage. And I think this deserves some recognition. So, graduands, can I please ask you now to stand and give a round of applause for all those people here and elsewhere who've helped, inspired, and encouraged you. You can do louder than that. Come on. Okay, thank you. And I'm hoping that family, friends, supporters, you're going to give lots of noise when these graduates come across the stage as well. So we really want to raise the roof. So today, this part of your Salford journey is ending, but a new one begins as you become part of our family of alumni. You have now joined a community of over 200,000 Salford graduates around the world. So keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing. We'd love to hear from you and continue to celebrate your successes. Finally, I invite you to reflect on your abilities and social obligations as graduates and ambassadors of the University of Salford. I urge you to embrace our overall priority as a university, which is to enrich people's lives, work for the benefit of others, be a catalyst for positive change in whichever community you choose to live and work in. Seize the opportunities life gives you, cherish the memories of your time at Salford, and be the best you can be. And I finish by saying this to each and every one of you: be bold in your aspirations, be resilient and courageous. The future is now yours to make. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm now delighted to introduce our alumni speaker, Lucy Fish. Lucy is a 2023 dance graduate from the University of Salford and now a dance teacher at Manchester College. She recently became the first ever creator in residence with Media City UK in partnership with the Mank Group and co-founded Allure Dance Collective. Over the past year, Lucy has also returned to Salford to deliver a guest talk to our current dance students.
Thank you. Good morning, distinguished guests, faculty, and of course, today's graduates. My name is Lucy Fish, and I was in your exact position only 2 years ago, graduating in 2023 with a BA in dance. Being a creative is very rewarding, and I'm sure you can all agree with me on that. There are many benefits, but with everything, there is difficulties. I am not alone, I'm sure, in knowing that sometimes you can doubt yourself with being a creative, whether that's in your work or just within yourself. And in terms of that, my initial response when I was asked to do this speech was honestly to say no. I thought, what can I offer from just 2 years post-grad? But this leads me on to a piece of advice that I would like us to focus on today. Feel the fear and do it anyway. This is a quote by Susan Jeffers, which has stuck in the back of my head since graduating. I'm sure you're sat in front of me feeling a huge array of emotions: excitement, sadness, nostalgia for what is only the near past, pride, but also fear. Constant questioning of what next, coming from family, friends, peers, and even from yourself can feel so daunting and overwhelming. But that's where I remind you to feel the fear and do it anyway. After graduating from Salford, I completed a PGCE at Shockout Arts and now teach level 2 and 3 dance at the Manchester College. I spent an entire year during my PGCE feeling fear. What if I'm not good enough? What if I can't get a job out of this? I remember my interview for the job so clearly, feeling extreme imposter syndrome and wondering if I even had enough experience to be there. But I realised no one was going to hand me a job or validate my fears, other than maybe my parents. I just had to go for it anyway, despite my uncertainties. I truly urge you in those moments to push yourself, even when you're scared. You'll never know what you're capable of unless you just try. Just say yes. Every opportunity will open more doors. I want us to now focus on 3 words: authenticity, resilience, and positivity. Authenticity has guided me through my postgraduate life. Being creatives, you might already have a clear vision of who you are and what you want to achieve. I'm fortunate to have co-founded my own business, Allure Dance Collective, which in the last 18 months has hosted what are now 3 weekly sell-out classes and been invited to perform at multiple events such as Salford Pride, and most recently won the opportunity to be the first creator in residence in Media City's content studio with the Mank in Media City. I genuinely believe my business has thrived based on authenticity. We have always been open, honest, and unapologetically ourselves. Our classes are thriving and our clients are loyal, not because we try to be what others expected, but because we stay true to who we are. People connect with realness. Follow your own vision rather than someone else's. Resilience is something that you've already shown by being here today. That strength will carry you forwards. One piece of advice that I often share with my students at the college is that not being the favourite is sometimes a hidden advantage. At times you may feel overlooked or at a disadvantage in certain spaces, but I promise you that very experience is what builds your resilience. It pushes you to work harder, speak up and stand out through effort and drive. Keep showing up, especially when it's tough. It shapes a work ethic that shines and speaks louder than any shortcut ever could. Positivity, something that can truly transform not just your experience, but the experience of those around you. I remember a time during my dance training at Salford when the energy was low, motivation had dropped, and we felt stuck. A fellow student said, "We're only going to get out of this what we put into it. We're feeding off of each other's energy, and if that energy is negative, how can we expect to move forwards?" That moment stuck with me and changed my outlook. Your mindset affects not just you, but everyone around you. Lead with positivity and people will follow. So, I reiterate my advice to you. Face the fear and do it anyway. Do it authentically. Do it with resilience and do it with positivity. I'm sure you will all achieve wonderful things in the next chapter of your life. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for listening, and once again, congratulations.
I now invite Craig Easton to be presented an Honorary Fellow and invite Liz Viviora, Programme Leader, MA Art and Design, to present this award.
Hi everybody. Pro Vice-Chancellor, graduates, guests, it is my pleasure to introduce a remarkable individual who has used his art to challenge perceptions and expose social inequalities, while generously giving back to our university community. Alumnus and acclaimed photographer, Craig Easton. Craig once said, "My job is to shine a light into dark corners, and I want to hold people to account for what I find there." It's a powerful statement, and one that perfectly captures the spirit of his work and the values he brings to everything he does. I am proud to present Craig to you today. I first met Craig when he came to Open Eye Gallery in Liverpool in 2017 to discuss a project he felt incredibly passionate about called 16. The project aimed to ensure the voices of young people in the UK could be represented in the wake of Brexit, asking 16-year-olds what they would have voted for if they'd had the chance, and asking about their wider hopes, fears and aspirations for the future. What became clear to me from meeting him and working with him on that project is his sheer determination to make stories which often can go untold in mainstream media visible for the world to see. Craig has a strong connection to the north of England and here to Salford. He was born in Edinburgh, but grew up in Liverpool, and until recently lived in the Wirral, where his parents are still based. He came to the University of Salford in the 80s to study physics. But whilst he was studying here, he joined the student darkroom and fell in love with photography, which changed his life forever. Passionate about politics since his teenage years, Craig started his career as a photojournalist for The Independent in the early 90s. You've likely actually seen his work in The Guardian or Financial Times, or perhaps through his commercial work for organisations like the National Health Service, Visit Britain, Heathrow Airport, or even John Lewis. He's won numerous awards and has been presented in various prestigious exhibitions, from Travel Photographer of the Year to the Taylor Wetting Prize at the National Portrait Gallery. In 2023, he won the Arnold Newman Prize for New Directions in Photographic Portraiture, and in the same year won the Honorary Fellowship of the Royal Photographic Society, as well as the Orwell Prize, which was a special award for exposing Britain's social evils. His work is in both public and private collections. But his real skill is in telling powerful stories through beautiful and intimate photographs, which he achieves through building trust with those he is working with. An early example of this was a shoot in 1992 for the French newspaper Libération. The images were to document the underclass in the north of England following a speech at the Conservative Party by Peter Lilly. The then Secretary of State for Social Security, Lilly announced his plan to close the Something for Nothing Society in parody of the Mikado. Craig ended up photographing the Williams family in a homeless hostel in Blackpool, mum, dad, and their 6 children. These powerful images, titled Thatcher's Children, also appeared in The Independent and caused quite a stir at the time. The family had owned their own business in the 1980s, but due to a series of events, mainly out of their own control, they became dependent on welfare. The black and white photographs of the family, preparing food, eating and playing, illustrated a cycle of poverty and unemployment resonating more of the 1930s than the 1990s. Craig then continued to develop his career, developing personal and art projects alongside advertising and commercial work. Skipping forward to 2018, Craig realised that ambition for the 16 project, which I mentioned earlier, becoming a multi-award-winning photography project in which 15 leading contemporary photographers joined him and collaborated with 16-year-olds from all across the UK. Young people from all different social backgrounds and locations were invited to respond to questions about what it means to be 16 in the UK now. The work challenged the notion of meritocracy and examines how social background, ethnicity, gender, location, education, or health all influence what young people think they might be able to achieve in life. This work was supported by us here at the University of Salford and Partners Open Eye Gallery, with myself working as a creative producer on the programme, and it was subsequently shown at 20 venues across the UK in 2019 and 2020. I'm delighted that 2 of Craig's works were acquired by the University of Salford's art collection as a legacy of that project, and in 2021 he achieved the Alumni Achievement Award. In that same year, Craig was named Photographer of the Year at the prestigious Sony World Photography Awards for his series Banktop, which was shot in Blackburn both before and during COVID. Coincidentally, the same year, that university curator was on the judging panel, although she does swear she declared a conflict of interest, instantly recognising his style of work. He was also awarded 2nd place in the documentary category for his series Thatcher's Children. In 2016, Craig had reconnected with the original Williams family. Those 6 children were all now adults, spread across northern England, and with a whole new generation of their own children. In the original connection that Craig had built in 1992 continued, and the family happily welcomed him back in. He visited regularly, accompanying them in their daily lives, from shopping and playing in the park, through to witnessing moments of joy and despair as he developed a new series of work. These intimate and personal moments of family life tell a much wider story as most of the family now are in work, yet still trapped in poverty. To celebrate Craig's international success, the university developed a touring exhibition of both bodies of work in collaboration with Open Eye in Liverpool, Left Coast in Blackpool, and the Williamson Art Gallery in the Wirral. With funding from National Lottery Heritage Fund, we were able to develop a creative programme for young people to engage with their own local heritage, 3 commissions for graduating students, and support 11 emerging photographers through mentoring by Craig. Craig enthusiastically embraced the tour and the engagement programme. Craig describes his work as being deeply rooted in the documentary tradition. In order to build trust with his subjects, he invests time getting to know the individuals, families, communities, and places he works. His sensitive photographs are full of respect and provide alternative perspectives to the stereotypes around northern communities, poverty, and the notion of culture wars so often portrayed by policymakers and mainstream media. He has undertaken many portraits, from fisherwomen to market traders and mountain bikers. But his other passion is Scotland, especially the islands. He has camped on the abandoned island of Mingulay. I asked a lot of Scottish friends how to pronounce that, by the way. And more recently stayed in Barn Hill, the remote farmhouse on Jura, where George Orwell wrote 1984. Craig does shine a light into dark corners, quiet corners, and unexpected corners. His photographs make the ordinary extraordinary. Pro Vice-Chancellor, I present the award for Honorary Fellow, Craig Easton.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by this university, I admit you, Craig Easton, as Honorary Fellow to the University of Salford. Congratulations.
Blimey, was that me? My eyesight isn't what it used to be, but I've used a big font, so this won't take very long. But and I have to say, it feels a bit strange to be standing here. I was going to say 35. It's 36 years ago since I was in your shoes. And I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to say thank you or to say a few words to inspire the next generation. So I'm going to try and do both. Firstly, thank you, Joe, Liz, for the wonderful oration, and to Lindsay Taylor and Steph Fletcher from the art collection here, who've been so supportive of my work. But today's about you. It's most importantly, I need to say congratulations to everybody who's graduating here today. You were given a chance and you grabbed it. Not everyone is as lucky as you are, or as I was. And I'm here to say, don't waste that chance. You've come this far, you've got your piece of paper, you've got your silly hat, now go out in the world and make a difference. But it wasn't all luck, was it? I mean, I'm sure you worked hard to get here, but let's not pretend it was all work and no play. If your university life was anything like mine, then you did as much learning outside the classroom as you did inside the classroom. You know, I can say hand on heart that I learned almost nothing, or I can remember almost nothing from my physics lectures. And I hope they're not here listening to that, because, you know, the learning I did here was outside of the lab. But that's the point of university, isn't it? Despite what recent governments will tell you, you did not come here to become a cog in a great big economic machine. Because here's the thing. Going to university doesn't do what it says it's going to do. They lie to you. when they entice you in with promises of future job opportunities and higher incomes and stable futures, they are lying to you. University does much, much more than that. Because everyone goes to university for different things. Some people go to split atoms, some people go to fix broken people, and some people go to learn to count beans. But some people come to split hairs, or to fix broken society, or just to count. As the sociologist William Bruce Cameron wrote in his 1963 book, Informal Sociology, not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that can be counted counts. So the purpose of learning is learning. That's it. It's not rocket science. Unless it is rocket science, then I'm talking to the wrong audience, and I've got this going to go horribly wrong. But we're all creative people, so if it goes horribly wrong, we'll be fine. We can make it up as we go along. We've been doing that for years. So your job is to spend whatever time you have on this world making it a wee bit better for those around you. Question everything, take every opportunity, and above all else, be kind. There's really only one rule in life. Don't be a dick. There's actually a second rule in life, which Lottie and I have just learned this morning: no biscuits for breakfast. But I'm not here as a life coach. I mean, I can't give careers advice. I've never had what people would consider a job or even a career. But you're all sitting here bright-eyed and shiny-faced, and I hope with a great sense of achievement and great dreams and probably plans for the future. Well, keep that sense of achievement and keep those dreams, but if I can offer you one piece of advice, ditch the plans. They're not necessary, they are bound to fail, they will mislead you, they'll make you live in the future rather than in the present, and they will distract you from the opportunities that come along. You don't know where you're going to end up, what direction the next opportunity will take you in. So please don't think too far ahead and miss the opportunities that are right in front of you. I mean, have a dinner plan for this evening, of course, that's fine. But be aware, even that might fail. My mum's here today, and she will tell you that failures can happen in that department. Do you remember that first cup of tea I made, Mum, when I was 4 or 5? There was no kettle, there was no boiling water. I think there was some tea involved, and there was definitely milk. But my dad is here too, and he drank it. And that's what I mean by be kind. Be like my dad. Encourage everyone and see the best in people. Focus on the good stuff, but rail against inequality, injustice, and division. We are all one people, and we will get on better if we look out for each other and work for common goals. Empathy is inherent in all of us, but it's something we need to practice and to work on. So do that. And work hard. Whatever it is you do, it's the working hard that brings the rewards. And the rewards in arts are rarely countable. The creative process and the creative life are the rewards. Remember what Robert Frost said in his poem, The Road Less Taken? 2 roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less travelled. And that has made all the difference. And one other thing I've learned over the years is that whilst it's me that's standing here today, and it's my name on the exhibition walls and the book covers, I only achieved whatever questionable success I'm supposed to have achieved through collaboration and working with others. Too many to name here, of course, but my partner Lottie Davis is chief amongst them. And I urge you to find collaborators and kindred spirits wherever you can. Cultivate connection. And for me right now, that's about learning and bringing people together from academic disciplines, finding research partners and collaborators across the board. The sciences and the arts are not separate, and they should not be separate. This world will be a better place if we all find ways to communicate with each other, to tell our stories and to find common ground. I work with economists, sociologists, human geographers, historians, etc., etc., etc. Division in society is often the result of a failure of communication. The arts and the sciences need to work together to improve how knowledge is communicated. It's our failure of communication that creates those spaces where despots live and fill our uninquiring minds with their faux utopian promises that lead to dystopian futures. So reject negativity, reject division, offer praise where it is warranted, and rejoice in the small things in life. As the Buddhists say, a friend's good fortune is a blessing. It's so easy for us and kind of enjoyable to mock, to criticize, to set out against, but what we really need to be is for something. See the good in people. And that's not easy sometimes, and it definitely doesn't mean that we shouldn't point out the obscenities of Trump or the horrors of what Netanyahu is doing in Gaza right now. But But if we can't also be an example of the kind of society we want to live in, then we are allowing those that seek to divide us to set the agenda. We must resist and never forget that life is good. I leave you with a few words in a letter written to me just 2 weeks ago by the film director Ken Loach, who at the age of 89 refuses to give in to cynicism and signed off with these words: "In these dark times, the sharing of our common humanity is our resistance. We will win in the end. At least we have to." Thank you.
Graduands and distinguished guests, we will now commence the presentation of the Postgraduate Awards from the Salford School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology, and each student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Ali Matthews, Senior Lecturer in Theatre and Performance, to present the awards.
Good morning. Pro Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Salford School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology, I present for the award of Master of Arts, Dance, Creative Dance Education, Tilly Ann Francis Needham. For the award of Master of Arts, Intelligence and Security Studies, Tawfiq Olalera Saladin. For the award of Master of Arts, International Journalism for Digital Media, Ajith Sukumaran Chiteth. Navjot Singh Virk. For the award of Master of Arts, Literature and Culture, Anuthathara Hansamali Epasing Arachalagi. Mariam Khan. Uruba Rizvi. Kainat Shahid. For the award of Master of Arts, Music Composition, Kieran Remy Martin. For the award of Master of Arts, Public Relations and Digital Communications, Ruby Berry. Ahinomen Blessing Izakor. Katarina Lamprou. For the award of Master of Arts Screen Acting, Lewis Callum Thorpe. And finally, for the award of Master of Arts Terrorism and Security, Eleanor Grace Proctor.
We will now commence the presentation of the Undergraduate Awards from the Salford School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology. Each student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Dr. Richard Jones, Director of Journalism, Politics and Contemporary History, to present the awards.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Salford School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology, I present for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Comedy, Writing and Performance, Taylor Berry. Andrew Blott. Oliver Paul Briggs. Archie Clark. Kira Collard. Ben Curry. Isabella Fideli. Benjamin Holmes. Daisy Jevons. Louis Lefebvre. Mia Lewis. Robin McPherson. Danny Mueller. Kieran Seddon. Cameron Simmons. Seisha White. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Contemporary History and Politics, Ethan Crumplin. Django Evans. William Jones. Patrick Kelly. Ryan Mallon. Cole Mason. Molly Ann McGlone. Aaron Nuttall. Isabel Oakes. Max Stephen Tomlinson. Eleanor Wheatley. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Contemporary Military and International History, Robbie Andrew Brown. Harry Crompton. Chloe Evans. Zach Fairclough. Cameron Gavin. William Richard Graham. Tony Hawkins. Alexander Hercombe. Connor James. Jonathan Terry Jeffries. Benjamin Lawrence. Sam Marsden. Noah Mason. Finley Murray. Jason Palmer. Remy Taylor. Jack Thompson. Daniel Utley. Mark Veal. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Creative Writing, Multidiscipline, Finn Armstrong. Laura Adele Briscoe Rimmer. Ruby Bryant. Rowan Clark. Bethany May Fairhurst. Miriam G. Brooke Hopkins. Maya Jorgensen. Georgia Kelleher. Jessie Abassi. Anna Leah Pushnova. Joshua Smith. Madeline Warren O'Connell. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Dance, Kiana Blakey. Kelsey Elaine Camden. Jessica Hart. Madison Hawley. River Hussein. Anna Maria Ion. Megan Louise Lang. Becky Linton. Bryony Paris McCoy. Letitia McQuabu. Isabel Nichols. Charlotte Price. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Drama and Creative Writing, Catherine Rachel Grice. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English and Film, Melanie Charlton. Holly Evans. Keris Keane. Michael Kilty. Dean Ruthven. Ben Savignon. Ellie Tasker. Gracie Wallace. Seth Wright. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Language, Jadasola Adu Matthews. Lucy Breen. Rosie Callan. Saima Hack. Simajot Kaur. Shanza Kayani. Nathan Kirk. Finley MacLeod. Celine Mulaziz. William Phillips. Amy Platt. Jonah Raby. Ellie Richards. Conrad Roscoe. Sarah Umar. Ella Ward. Noor Zafar. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Literature, Hudika Ali. Ujala Bibi. Amy Cooper. Nick Edwards. Esme Gregory. Paige Hansbury. William James Michael George McCaffrey. Alexandra McHugh. Sarah Mania. Julie Yvonne Mohammedzada. Marla Rizai. Harriet Ross. Rhea Shafiq. Jessica Joanna Kitty Wakeford. Hiba Yassin. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Literature with English Language, Lucy Chappell. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Multidiscipline, Sadia Mason Ali. Kushi Kaur Blassie. Vanessa Carter. Rachel Dable. Sarah Dempsey. Imogen Rose Gregory. Molly Hesketh. Amna Inayat. Anna Jones. Carrie Ann Lee. Joseph McGann. Lauren Murray. Amy May Teresa O'Brien. Grace Redding. Natalie Shaw. Jack Vanoom. Hannah Walker. Joseph Walker. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Intelligence Analysis, James Ball. Lauren Elizabeth Barclay. Leonardo Bolton. Neelam Jabin. William Johnson. Arslan Khan. Ellie Truman. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, International Relations and Politics, Eden Blasey. Zoe Brown. Daisy Ann Buchanan-Smith. Lucy Hales. Danny Imomion Iriekpen. Cara Lewis. Joseph Marshall. Chimameka Henry Wilson Onwuka. Chineye Chioma Osundu Apara. Dan Ree. Eleanor Shannon Vickers. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Journalism with Public Relations, Sian Blake. Emma Clayton. Maya Devlin. Molly Keach. Kendra Kuziamisa. Ben Long. Regina Shatalova. Oliver Swift. Keris Anya Tucker. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Journalism Broadcast, Tierra Anglin Main. Samuel Armitage. Sadie Alt. Emma Began. Fidelia Benar. Daniel Caddick. Josh Can. Charlotte Cole. Elliot Mackenzie Ian Collier. Isabella Cunningham Francis. Tabitha Crowther. Lucy Neve Davenport. Mariana Diaz. Rachel Durkin. Sabrina Ephraim. Madison Ellis. Olivia Evans. Megan Folan. Hannah Frew. Evie Griffiths. Max Hayes. Rhiannon Healy Provost. Darcy Eve Marie Jackson. Mikawai Machkowiak. Daniel Charles Mercer. Rebecca Mills. Emma Nelson. Amethyst Rainbow Oates. Tina Perusa. Luke Pons. Elliot Royce. Sarah Saunders. Beverly Segunda. Sydney Shaw. Amelia Short. Anna Stelfox. Marion Taba Goma. Samantha Tromans. Ellen Louise Watt. Ruby Wetherill. Jessica Ray Williamson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Journalism Multimedia. Rufus Aliraja Lane. Eleanor Anderson. Evie Arnott. Megan Bainbridge. Archie Barrand. Zuzu Borland. Alex Burgess. Edward Chadwick. Isla Davis. Ellie Dodd. Grace Eccles. Jessica Edgington. Amy Evans. Owen Farnworth. Hayden Gilchrist. Edward Hayton. Angel Johns. Max Lonsdale Smith. Daniel Magin. Daniel Mason. Sophie Peace. Ellie Ray Price. Ria Ramesh. Jay Singh. Ben Taylor. Chloe Territz. Emily Trelfer. Thomas Whittleton. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Media and Performance. Queeneth Adebisi. Siraj Benalhaj. Olivia Black. Lucy Burrows. Jude Coonan. Joseph Cottam. Anastasia Curtis. Holly Donnellan. Luke Ellum. Joe Fairbrother. Claudia Forbert. Isabella Flynn Haddon. Jake France. Robert Graham. Sam Harrison. Alex Heald. Joseph Healy. Kyle Hayward. Andrew Holliday. James Leslie Houston. Sophie Huber. Osha Lily Jarvis. Thomas Jones. Robin Layton. Jesse Malone. Thomas Marshall. Anna Elizabeth Jane McElroy. Maya Miller. Neve Ross. Tia Nelson. Lily Oliver. Benjamin Oswell. Mara Jade Rushforth. Benjamin Scott. Bailey Sefcik. Alana Smith. Paige Ellen Stoddart. Joseph Stone. Isabel Ann Street. Elliot Tinkler. Lucia Rose Barton Violet. Adam Waters. Lily Lauren Wilson. Evie Wood. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Music Management and Creative Enterprise. Edward Baxter Pronk. Aston Bennett. Tariq Clement. William Galloway. Lizzie Hennessy. Josie Howell. Libby Hughes. Millie Medine. Zakaria Madur. Ian Poole. Akshian Rajiharan. George Ryder. Grace Walkden. Daisy Webb. Wendy Yun Yi Wong Liang. Ryan White. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Music, Creative Music Technology. Mert Akus. Kira Andrews. William Ash. Ross Bagley. William Beddoes. Ben Bowden. Harry John Burrows. Ewan Campbell. Cole Core McNichol. Joseph Dayton. Joel Edmonds. Johan Anthony Farrell. Jack Foy. George Frith. Abdallah Fundikira. Joel Gibson. James Alexander Highland Partington. Benjamin Jones. Jacob Paul Lahira. Christopher Anthony Lote. Aidan Montague. Benjamin Oyabande. Braxton Pearson. Joel Philpott. Cameron Pilkington. Thomas Fazal Rabani. Allow Rees. Sam Rogers. Charlie George Saunders. William Senior. Jasmine Snape. Jonathan Taylor. Leonard Vuter. Ben Walton. James Watson. Will White. Arthur Winfield. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Music, Popular Music and Recording, Jacob Allen. James Anderson. Sam Others. Joseph Bradley. Benjamin Luke Bramall. Oscar Bryant. Chloe Cartwright. Etienne Collard. Jamie Cookson. Jamie Croucher. Alfie David Draper. Thomas Peter Durkin. Sam Ewens. Declan Fisher. Jacob Ethan Gunn. Brooke Hayes. Ben Hogg. Alexander Kay. Hoi Ting Tina Koo. Abby Mia Lawrence. Eve Lawton. James Lloyd. Samuel McKnight. Grace McVeigh. Lucy Mead. Toby Meir. Owen Paul Moss. Holly Nicholson. Holly Parkinson. Reese Parry. Gabriel Raven. Poppy Rigby. Dylan Riley. Thomas Rivens. Kuram Samaha. Lauren Searle. Alex Slavin. Ethan Smith. Max Owens-Jones. Mia Summons. Leo Tomlinson. Taylor Tout. Jasmine Whitaker. Max Wiley. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Politics, Sophie Bibby. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Technical Theatre, Production and Design, Kirby Hoyle. Abigail Rustage. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Theatre and Performance Practice, Betty Alexander. Arthur Bowler. Nicholas Borman. Maya Kauke. Joseph Charlesworth. Holly Cleaver. Tara Cordiner. Lorcan Cronin. Liberty DeCourcy. Georgia Dillon. Joshua Durnall. Chloe Evans. Callum Galgani. Hannah Gibson. Casey Gregory. Kira Heckman. Daisy Higginson. Tyler Kay. Bethany Kelly. Sophia Kershaw. Cameron Middlemass. Phoebe Mottised. Jude Adwyer. Laura Rebecca Oprea Moreno. Malika Primarolo. William Rigby. Tyrese Ross. Lily Ruding. Lucy Ryan. Letitia Grace Nicole Sevin. Abby Louise St. Clair. Madeline Taylor. Patrick James Taylor Kilty. Nicholas Tresize. Certificate of Higher Education, Journalism with Public Relations, Scarlett Berry. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Journalism Broadcast, Leo Christian. Master of Arts, Screen Acting, Francesca Barker-Smith.
Graduates and guests, that concludes the presentation of the awards. Before I invite the Pro-Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony, I'd like to inform you all we'll be taking a group photograph of all our new graduates outside the theatre on the piazza. Therefore, could I ask all guests to remain in their seats until all graduates have left the theatre? Graduates, could you please follow the academic procession straight out of the theatre to the piazza for the photograph? Thank you. I'd now like to invite the Pro-Vice-Chancellor... I would now like to invite the Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Joe Purvis, to close the ceremony.
Well, wasn't that fantastic? And yeah, you made lots of noise. It was just getting noisier and noisier. You're going to have a final opportunity to do that, so I really want you to raise the roof. So, on behalf of the University of Salford, I would like to offer my congratulations to each and every one of you. It's been a lovely ceremony. There is one more thing, and this is the last time anybody, well, almost the last time anybody from the university gets to boss you around properly, but graduands, it is now time to stand up as graduates of the University of Salford and put on your hats. I now declare this ceremony closed. Please, could you all stand?